Some of you may remember me, but for those of you that may not, or those of you that have not seen the previous video I will be referring to, last year, April 10th, 2022, I made a video on a permaculture garden that I had made for my school's personal project. And the goal of the project was to make a sustainable permaculture garden that was self-sufficient and wouldn't need any maintenance at all. So it's been well over a year since then, and I thought that it would be interesting to make a follow-up video to inform people how it went, what it looks like now, and then how we can help restore it. So as you can see, by restoration, you can tell that it wasn't completely the same as when we first made it. But the thing to note here is that it wasn't completely destroyed. A lot of the plants, especially the trees we had planted in there, continued to grow. And this is after being, in all honesty, almost completely neglected after my schoolwork picked up. I had no time to go and check on it at all. And even through basically no attention at all, and through very heavy climate changes in Mauritius this year, it withstood it all to the very impressive extent. Uh, so in this video, I hope to not only help those who may have followed that original video, not only reinvigorate that fire that made them actually commit to making one of their own, or just teach you how to maintain yours, and also proof that this does really work, and hopefully that motivates more people to work on sustainable gardening, as I think it's something very important for our planet and our future as a society. Hello everyone, today I'm here to talk about a permaculture farm which I built over a year and a half ago, in March of last year, 2022, and I recorded and uploaded myself doing it to kind of give other people a guide on the basis of how to make one. And afterwards, I did say that without maintenance, the garden would flourish. And since then, I've had a lot of work to do with school and all that. But now that things have kind of calmed down, I have actually been able to come back here and do an update. So this is what the garden looks like with no maintenance. So as you can see, there were quite a few plants that died. However, a lot of them grew very tall. These are papayas, and what actually happened wasn't that these plants died because the garden was insufficient. It's because they had just simply outlived their own lives. The eggplant plant died, but we got a lot of eggplant from it. The strawberries, the peppers, everything, we got a lot from it for the year and a half they were still up. And now it looks like this. But as you can see, this ground is still very, very rich from all the weeds that keep on growing. And so coming back and seeing all this, I decided it would be a great and very fun project to do an update and also show how to restore your farm if you had made one using my tutorial before, how you can kind of restore it. And that's what we plan to do today. So after aerating the soil, you can see we poked a bunch of holes throughout this bed. And even now, comparing the color from this bed to this one, you see this one is far lighter, which means it has much less nutrient. At one point, this was all part of the bed, but we started working here, and we still have to add stuff to it, but this is still from the original bed. You can see it's still far darker than this soil. And now we're gonna add this wood chip and horse manure mixture. If you remember last time, we added them one by one, but since we're just adding nutrients to the bed, basically, it doesn't need to be separate. We're just gonna put it in together, and that's basically it until next week, and then we come back and we plant. Corners by hand. I want to drop it everywhere first.
do the corners and then we can turn it over. You want to help?
I'm filming you. I'll just turn it and then take the shovel.
Yeah, I'm just doing the corners.
Not like that, just turn it.
Yeah.
Come on the back. Come on the back. Come on the back. Just take it from the bottom and then turn it upside down.
I can't get a grip with the gloves.
Take the two sides. The two sides is fine. Just grab the two sides. The two ears. One last. And then we'll see if we need more.
I think that's enough.
No, just put it.
No, including.
Because remember, you have to spread it all the place. Not only here. Put it somewhere.
I'll just put it in
There are other plants. The other plants is there. Put it there. Here also you will be missing some.
We'll just spread it.
Okay, now put all the bags together in one bag. Take all the bags. Just fold them together. Yeah. You want to be ecological, right?
Alright, now we need to spread it.
Okay. Let's spray.
So that's it. It took all of 15-20 minutes and it's done. So now we just let it decompose. We'll come back next week and add the plants.
Okay, so we've come back a week later, and now we have our plants right here. As you can see, this became all dry, which is good. It decomposed as well. It's still black. We flip over the bottom part, so you can see it's still dark. So what we're gonna make, we have 24 plants here. We kind of had to buy these in a rush, so there's like some chilies, some radishes, some lettuce. We're just gonna plant them in rows, a feet from each other, and that's it. So I'll just say this before we do it, because that's all we had to do to restore it, was just add this stuff, and now we're gonna be planting in it, and then we just have to wait for it to grow again. So now stop.
So we're done. That's 24 plants in less than 10-15 minutes, and all I used was a stick in my hands. So now we just have to irrigate it, and we're gonna do it with our hands as well, because we don't have a watering can right now. We have to take the most disgusting water.
The disgusting water they like, it's got fish poop in it.
Alright, so we're finishing up watering, and that's it. So as easy as that. We'd even use any gardening tools. We used a stick, our hands,
Because it's soil
and yeah, and we're watering by hand. That's it. So now
because of the mulch, it keeps,
all we have
keep
to
the
do,
humidity.
yeah, and the mulch will make it so that we don't really have to water it. Natural rainwater will be more than enough. So that's it.
And that was it. I'm sorry this video may not be as appealing visually or as well made as before, but I am on a time crunch. This year school has been quite rough, and I've had quite a lot to do. And honestly, right now, even while making this, I'm getting very tired. But it was very fun to go back and remake this and do all this, and I definitely think it was very worth it. Because at the end of the day, if I just made it and then never made an update, a lot of people, who knows, might have, maybe they made a garden with that video and it didn't work, and they simply thought that the method was irrelevant. And I don't want to push people away from this type of gardening. I want to push them towards it. So as you could see in the video, garden held up just fine. Comparing the two soils, the one that was treated all a year and a half ago was very good. All of it used to be treated land, but we had to remove half of it because of reasons. I'm not gonna go into that though, but I really do hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do end up making a garden, I would love. Please send the picture to my dad. Me and him would love to see what you guys end up doing. And if you haven't seen my original video, I will try to find the link for it and post it here. But if I can't, then just look for through my dad's post history and you'll probably come across it eventually. But thank you very much. Again, I apologize for the shaky camera work and editing, but then again, this was quite rushed, but it was something I really, really wanted to do, even if I was, even if I didn't have that much time. And I hope it helped all of you, and I hope you all work towards sustainable gardening because it is the future of our planet.